Heyo guys, I'm the Nemonator, and today I'm going to review the Gundam Universe RX-7A-2 Gundam figure, the GU-01. As I understand it, this is the earliest one, basically the Gundam from the very first show. I don't know too terribly much about the series. I've kind of watched it in passing, starting with Gundam Wing on Toonami, like a lot of people my age. Let's get this thing open. Quick view of the packaging from the side. Here's a quick view of the back side. And here's the other side, but for real, let's get this open. And here's the Gundam out of the packaging. Looking pretty anime accurate, I must say. Again, haven't watched too terribly much of the first Gundam series, but most Gundams follow this basic sense of design with some alterations here or there. And this guy has the classic gun, laser sword, and shield. What's pretty cool with these accessories, by the way, with the laser sword, the blast is actually detachable and can actually plug into the gun. So if you want to pose it with the gun firing, you have that option. And as for the Gundam figure itself, it honestly reminds me quite a lot of the Gunpla kit figures that you can put together. It's actually very comparable in size. It feels much better put together. Put a few of these together myself, and it's probably me, very likely me when I put them together, and they just don't feel very sturdy. Yeah, not a whole lot of paint detail going on this guy, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Very blocky, a lot like the way the robot looks in the show. For example, the last Gunpla I put together was one from Gundam Wing, and there was actually an open compartment in the chest for the pilot. This guy does not have that, but he's, there's some nice sculpting detail on this guy. It's not all just bland plastic, you know what I mean? I actually like the shininess going on the eyes there. And the way the paint looks when reflecting light, well, it actually looks pretty nice for what you pay for. I got this at GameStop for around 22 bucks, and so far, visually, I think it looks alright. And just to get a closer look at the accessories, there's the other hand here. The shield itself looks really, really good. Loving the look of the golden cross on the red here. Looks very nice to me. Also kind of shiny on the red here. Here's the handle of the laser sword. And here's the other one real quick. They're exactly the same. I wonder if this could plug into the gun. Nope, it cannot. And they can't plug into each other either. You've also got this little piece. The instructions say that it's supposed to plug into the groin and makes it compatible with certain stands. Yeah, wish I was making that up. Well, that looks all sorts of suggestive. Yeah, I think I would have preferred this on his backside. Oh, Bandai, this is just wrong. Which is funny, because right there on the backside, looks like a peg. Now what's pretty neat is if you don't use the sword, you can actually plug it into his backside. Or both if you so choose. And just to get a quick look at the articulation for this guy, head will rotate all the way around. There is actually some shifting since there is a neck joint on this guy. Can look up, not very far, down, not very far either, and you do get some pivoting. Shoulders will do a full 360. They don't go out very far. Single or, no, I think it's a double jointed elbow, but there's a little hindrance on the joint here, so it only goes about 90 degrees, maybe not even. Wrist will swivel, it'll arc up and down a bit. Chest will twist a little, can crunch a little. Okay, so the legs are kind of a weird case, because they won't kick too... Well, actually, that's pretty far. Back, a little bit. Not too terribly much. Double jointed knees, so you can get some dainty ballerina poses. Robo feet will go up and down, and they do have some pivoting. I just want to showcase something kind of neat with the ankle joint. It's only connected on one side, but it's the inside of the foot. So, getting the pivot poses, it actually works out pretty well, which reminds me even more of the Gunpla. It's very well put together, though, and honestly, it'll fit right in with those figures. It feels like a lot of the same parts were used. And I'm not trying to be a curmudgeon. I know that the plastics used here are obviously not quite as high quality as the ones used in the Gunpla, but, I mean, for what you get here, it's really not that bad aesthetically. I think it looks pretty similar. And you don't have to apply any stickers, which is the part I hate the most with Gunpla. And here's the Gundam pose with both of his swords, and the ankle joint looks a little janky here. You have to use the gun hand in order to have him holding both swords. It doesn't come with another sword holding hand, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, it gets the job done. And what's neat is, actually there's this little hole on each wrist so that you can easily plug the shield in, if you so choose. So this shield will fit on both hands, regardless of which hand you're using. So yeah, all in all, I like this guy. It's not bad for what you pay for, and I think aesthetically it looks just fine. I do wish it could have come with a couple more hand accessories, but for that price point, it really isn't awful. And if you're looking to expand your Gundam collection, I don't see how you could go wrong with this guy. Now, one minor note here is that this joint will be a little tough to move around. but otherwise it doesn't feel like it'll break or anything. So all in all, I don't think this is a bad figure, especially for what you pay for, and honestly, if you're looking to add it to your Gundam collection, I don't think you can go wrong with it. And that's it for this review. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and comment, maybe subscribe, and on that note, I'll catch you later. See ya!